Methodical too.
Shabbat shalom to everybody. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Back at it for another Bible study. Finna bring in this Sabbath. Uh, finna bring in this Sabbath. So, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We ain't gonna belabor the point. Levi, I'll let you run off the rules real fast while finish setting this stuff up.
Okay. All praise to the Most High. Brother Levi. Israel 2 times. I'll go ahead and go over these rules because, just like anything and everything, the Bible has rules. Just like you got rules when you coming into your home. Some people got to kick off they shoes and, put on some booties and stuff like that. So when it comes to getting your understanding of the scriptures, we got to go by these certain rules in order to get a sound understanding into sound doctrine. So let's start off in Isaiah chapter 28.
You want me to read it or you got it?
You can read it, Brucey. All praise.
All right. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9 reads, Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast, for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
So as we said, as we constantly go over this, not everybody is going to get the knowledge and to understand the doctrines of the Most High. That's not for everybody to get. But who are going to get that? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from from the breast. So you can't be on baby food in order to think that you're going to understand the weightier, meatier uh, things of the Most High when it comes to this doctrine. Got to be built up, just like how a child is built up off of, their mother's breast milk. We got to be built up in the milk of the word. You got to be built up in order to understand the deeper or the more concrete and solid things of the Most High in His knowledge and for them to understand. It says precept must be upon precept. So there's no negating that. It has to be. It's a necessity. And remember, precept is a commandment or a rule that governs thought and behavior. So it's saying that must be a commandment or a rule of law that's governing the thought or behavior on top of another one that you're going to see. It's not going to be far-fetched. It's not going to be hard for you to really grasp what it's saying because it's going to say the exact same thing. It may have different words, but it's going to say the exact same thing. Now we can go to Deuteronomy chapter uh, 19. Deuteronomy 19, I believe 15.
You said 19?
Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 19 and verse 15.
All right, I got it. Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 15 reads, One witness shall not rise up against in and man for any iniquity, for any sin in sin that he sinneth at the mouth of two witnesses or the mouth of three witnesses shall the matter be established.
So We always stating you cannot come in thinking that you're proving anything with just one witness. It always has to be two or at the most three witnesses. That's the only way that we can get understanding. See, the Bible always repeats itself. So, in order for you to make sure that you getting a sound understanding, you got to make sure that what you're reading is lining up with something else in the scripture. See, it may be something here in Deuteronomy, but it's going to line up with something in Romans. You know, that's just how the scriptures are. So let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 1 to pull an example. Yeah, 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 1.
I got it. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1 reads, "This is the third time I am coming to you. In the mouth of two or three witnesses shall every word be established."
So there you have it. That's the rules. Must be two or three witnesses for every precept. It must be another precept, it's a necessity that there's another precept. And you know, contrary to popular belief, you don't just read the Bible from front to back because it's a living book. No matter where you go in it, it's all pure. It's all for our learning, for our embetterment, for our growth, for us to, with all our getting, get ye understanding. But in order to do that, we must follow the rules. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you was playing a card game and you don't know the rules, you will be liable to, liable to lose because you will mess up and put down the wrong card at the wrong time, and now, you know, it's seeming like you got to be trained again because you don't know the rules. So we always go over these rules so that nobody can get over on us, and we can't get over on nobody when it comes to the scripture, because we all trying to get salvation. That's the end goal. We want to make it into the kingdom, and Christ always let us know, don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. People are being deceived. People's always been deceived. So we trying to make it so that we do our best to not be deceived. And the best way to do that is by sticking to the rules that the Bible gives us. All right. And as we all know, this is Bible study. So if anybody have any questions, uh, just let us know, and we'll address them accordingly. We're gonna always mute ourselves unless we got something we gotta say. That way we can always be heard. We call it the gun line. And now we can go ahead and jump into this lesson. You still with us, Is? Or?
Yes, sir. I'm still with us.
All
So, all
right.
right. So, tonight we gonna pretty much be going over topic called from what tree do you eat from? So, we want to make it known that you eating from the tree of life, or you eating from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which are the first people on this earth, both Adam and Eve was instructed not to eat from that tree, was given clear commands. And those commands still hold true to this day, that you know what I'm saying, you are not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna discuss that a little bit today, and get into that and get some understanding, y'all. So look, we're gonna open this up with Ephesians 6. We're gonna open this up with Ephesians 6.
Ed,
Yes, sir.
please don't forget to send me them scripts so I can throw them in the chat for those who ain't in.
All right, cool.
Nah, man, work. Write them down.
You know what? Shut your mouth. I am writing them down, sir.
Well, then you shouldn't have to have them send them to you, smarty.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm not
All
gonna
right, come
take
on,
this
let's roll.
physical abuse.
It's all love, brother. It's all love. You said
You know
Ephesians
that. You
6.
know that.
Yes, sir. Ephesians 6,
Yeah.
starting at verse 10.
All right, family. We're going to start Ephesians 6, starting at verse 10, with the permission of the Most High, in the name of his only begotten beloved Son, who lives forever. Long live the King.
Mhm.
And it reads on this wise. Finally, my brethren, be strong
Be strong in who?
in the Lord,
Uh-huh.
and in the power of his might.
That's right. Come on.
Put on the whole armor of God,
Put on half the armor
the whole armor, that
of
ye may
God.
be able to stand
Mhm.
against the wiles of the devil.
Right. So we have to always keep and bear in mind, y'all, that we are in a constant uh battle or war for our eternal soul. And that means that you have to keep on this armor 24/7. You can't relax or, you know what I'm saying, get comfortable because we at war and your soul is on the line. You can't even take off this armor in your sleep. It has to be there. It has to be on in your even while you sleeping
Mhm.
because Satan don't rest just because you sleep. So again, put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And see, the wiles of the devil bring wickedness to you in your sleep to get you to sin there because he know that if he can get you to sin there, he gonna get you to sin while you awake. If he can trick you there, he gonna trick you while you awake. Because at this point you sinning with your soul. So we have to make sure that we stay armored up at all times. Even in the night, even in the night watches, make sure that we have on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the wiles. And when you look up the definition of wiles, it's the trickery. Is the devil will lie in wait for you, like a lion lie in wait for his prey. You know what I'm saying? He'll set you up to fall into traps and pitfalls. But the armor of God will protect you from that. So come on, let's keep going.
Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
We wrestle not against what?
Flesh and blood.
So this is not what the battle lies or the war lies with flesh and blood because flesh and blood is only temporary. You know what I'm saying? Our war is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? We fighting against uh uh spiritual beings that been around for millions of years. You know what I'm saying? Since before humanity even came into being. You know, a spiritual entity that know mankind frontwards and backwards like he know the back of his hands. So he know and understand where to attack and how to attack and when to attack. So we to do ourselves a favor, we must always keep on the armor of God because look, we ain't wrestling against things that we can see. We wrestling against hidden forces. Come
But against principalities,
on. Mm-hmm.
against powers,
Mm-hmm.
against the rulers of the darkness of this world,
Uh-huh.
against spiritual wickedness in high
So
places.
you see that we wrestling against spiritual wickedness in high places against the rulers of darkness of this world. See, we wrestling against things that we can't see. We fighting against we got invisible opponents, so to speak. They do certain things with subtlety and with cunning, crafty counsel. You know what I'm saying? Things behind the scenes that you can't necessarily see. But if we are continuing to nourish ourselves in the word of God, we should be eventually we should be going from babies that's on milk to individuals that are full age or spiritual maturity that's able to discern between what's good and what's evil by use of exercise, because you have to train and you have to exercise your senses to be able to discern between what's good and evil, because sometimes the devil can blur the line. You know what I'm saying? So we have to constantly train our senses to where you can feel wickedness. You can smell it. You can just sense it when it's in the air. You just be like, look, it's wickedness somewhere around me. You know what I'm saying? So again, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Come on.
Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God,
Mm-hmm.
that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.
And the what day?
Evil day.
Uh-huh.
And having done all, to stand.
That's right. Come on.
Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth.
And so that's what he first tell you. Have your loins girt about with truth. But see, before you even gird your loins with truth, and when it's talking about the loins, it's talking about your midsection. You have to first gird the loins of your mind. When you read First Peter 1 and 13, it tell you, wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind and be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. So you see that we have to gird up the loins of our minds before you ever gird up the loins of your flesh with truth. Because before anything becomes physical, it's always in the mental. And this is what Melchizedek teaches you, how to rid the mind of wickedness before it ever even touched the flesh. Melchizedek teaches you that the war is in the mind. The war takes place in the mind. Who can get control of the mind? Can you control? Can your mind be? Is your mind controlled by righteousness, or is it controlled by darkness, light or darkness? That's why the Messiah was saying. I mean, telling them, the light of the body is the eye. If your eye be single, then your whole body should be full of light. But if your eye be darkness, then how great is that darkness? Feel what I'm saying? So again, gird the loins of your mind, and then gird the loins of your flesh with truth, because that's what truth's supposed to be. Truth's supposed to be right there. It's supposed to be governed by truth. Come on.
And having on the breastplate of
The
righteousness.
breastplate of what?
Righteousness.
Right. So righteousness, it'll protect you. It serves as a breastplate to keep those fiery darts from penetrating. It'll bounce right off of it. Righteousness of having it bounce right off of it, just like a breastplate. If a sword was to go in the swing and hit that breastplate, it's gonna bounce right back off. You know what I'm saying? Or an arrow. You know what I'm saying? So again, and having on a breastplate of righteousness, come on.
And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
So you see that's what's supposed to be on your feet, meaning everywhere you going, this is what's supposed to be what you're supposed to be talking about. You're supposed to be spreading this gospel. And notice he said the preparation of the gospel of peace. Because this what this is, this is a gospel of peace. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't out here trying to make war everywhere we go. We looking for peace, but we ready for war. Come on.
Above all taking the shield of faith,
Mm-hmm.
wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked,
So you see that with the shield of faith, you will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the devil. Come on.
and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit,
Uh-huh.
which is the word of God,
Mm-hmm.
praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
Crazy. So all right, let's hold that there. All right, what's the next scripture, Levi?
Uh, let's go to was it Isaiah 59?
Yeah, Isaiah 59. Well, y'all could just write down Isaiah 59. It's just showing you again the whole armor of God and that the Messiah was gonna have it on.
Isaiah 59 and what?
Starting verse 17. All right.
Yeah, that's what we're going to.
Nah, where's after that, Levi? I'ma just have you run out the script, bro, since you got the paper.
James 1.
All right, go ahead, let's go to James 1. You got it, Levi? You got it, Bruce?
Yeah, I'm getting
Oh,
to it.
okay. My bad.
All right, we in the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 1. It reads on this wise. James, a servant of God and of the Lord Yahshua HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad.
Hmm.
Greeting, my brethren.
Hey, look, Levi,
Count,
take over for me real fast. Can somebody read for him and take over for me for a second, okay?
oh, okay,
All right.
All right, let me read it for you.
go ahead, Brewski.
All right, verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations,
Why? Why
knowing
would you?
this.
Well, real quick, why would you count it joy when you get into a temptation? The first thing you think when you get into a temptation is, "Oh man, why me?" You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, of all the people that just had to come past now, this temptation of being falling upon me. But why would he say count it all joy? He gonna explain. Go ahead, my bro.
Knowing this, that the trying of your faith works patience,
Work it
but
patience.
let
Real
worketh
quick.
patience.
Yeah, so it's working this patience. Now we all know that patience is a fruit of the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Patience. You know, is and for a lot of us, patience is really hard to deal with, because for one, we've been programmed that, what I'm saying, we need to have it right now, as quick as possible. Uh put it in my pocket, put it in my hand, put it in my sight, put I
Mm-hmm.
need it now. Was it
Microwave it.
huh?
Microwave it.
Yeah,
Microwave it right now.
yeah, microwave it. Make it fast as possible. Don't put it in no slow cooker. We need it as quickly as possible. But going through those temptations, it lets you know, like, oh nah, man. Or going through the Bible, you see that all the prophets went through all types of temptations and things that they had to deal with. But it makes you assure when you seeing all these temptations, you like, man, you read about these temptations coming about, so it's like, okay, it makes more sense now. I can keep on putting my faith in what it is that I believe, because going through these temptations let me know that it's actually true. You know what I'm saying? And it's working on my patience, because now you can be like, okay, man, hey, even though I went through that yesterday, this day it ain't gonna affect me like how it did yesterday, because I done been through it. And I understand that
Mhm.
the more I go through it, the less of a bother it's gonna be, because, you know, it's just like a repetition. It becomes easier to deal with or easier to do. So you gotta peep that patience, man. A lot of people don't got that patience. We gotta keep working on that patience. And we got to keep counting it all joy. We can't be all, man, these people just, they talk about me, or, you know what I'm saying? They just don't want the truth. And nah, man, let them do what they going to do. You keep on being on your father's business. You keep being, encouraged to do the right thing no matter what. I tell the young ones, you know what I'm saying? Never be afraid to do the right thing, especially when you don't know who's watching. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High
Mhm.
always watching. So always do the right thing, even when you think ain't nobody watching. So come on, let's continue, bro.
But let patience have her perfect work,
Have her what?
that perfect work.
A perfect work. Mm. And now we always hear that saying, practice make perfect. But a lot of us don't understand about that perfect work though.
What that say?
They, but it only got
Perfect.
it only comes through that practice though. You gotta come you got to keep practicing at it in order for it to, you know what I'm saying, be at the master level form that you want it to be in. But it said let patience have her perfect work. I'm just be honest. I remember I was one, bro. I used to hate waiting on the microwave to go to zero. I would always stop it like 10 seconds before, bro. 10 seconds. I just wanted it now. I would never, for the life of me, allow that thing to be beeping. Like it was almost like, you know what I'm saying. If I heard it beeping, that was too long or something.
But you had to go back and warm your food back up, right?
No, I wouldn't have to go warm it back up. But it's just the simple fact of, not being patient, not, you know what I'm
Right.
saying. I've been systematically trained to not be patient, so I'm not ever. If I heard that bell, you know what I'm saying, when it's supposed to be done, I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying, because I don't have that patience in me. But if I would have had that patience in me, I could have waited that 10 seconds, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, the little time. Because it's really nothing.
Yeah.
It's really
True.
nothing. But go ahead, continue that, bro.
But that ye may be perfect and entirety, wanting nothing.
An entire one and
If
nothing. Exactly. Because if if we wait on the Lord who provides all our needs, we ain't even gonna be we don't have to want for nothing, because we'll be taken care of. It says entire. Entire means wholly, completely. So it wouldn't be nothing that we'll be left to want, because he'll give us what we desire. And especially if we supposed to be desiring righteous things, so he'll love to give that to us. Just like how a father or a mother loves to um give their children gifts. You know what I'm saying? Even the wicked ones will give their children some gifts. You know what I'm saying? How is that? How they know to give their children good gifts and stuff like that? Because it ain't no difference. It's no difference. But we gotta be counting it all joy when we go through these temptations, because they coming. They coming like a mile a minute. Because the devil
mm-hmm.
know, he know that we striving for salvation. We on the team of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no getting around it. It's only two teams. You either siding with the darkness, or you siding with the light. It says, choose ye
Mm-hmm.
this day who you gonna serve. And when he say day, you know what I'm saying, the day to the Lord is 1,000 years. So you know what I'm saying, choose ye in that day which who you gonna serve.
Right.
Cause the ones that ain't gonna serve him not gonna enter into his rest. No, no, you can't do that. That's not for you. You
Do
gonna
not
have
pass go.
partake. Yeah, don't pass go. Don't collect no however much money,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's not for you. Only for the obedience. Only for those that's counting it all joy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Who
know,
then
man, coming to
been
bring people
patient, and
sin.
now that patient is having her perfect work.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead. We at 5, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah.
If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask
Patience
of
come from.
God that
Please
he
read that
give.
one more time. Please read that
If
one more time.
if any of you lack wisdom,
Right.
let him ask of God
See, the
that
thing
giveth.
is, a lot of us don't ask God for the wisdom, for the understanding, for the knowledge, for the growth,
You still taking down the
for
curve
for
now.
for the ability to be able to forgive ourselves and to forgive others. All these things we got to go to the Father and ask Him to
Why
put
you
it
want to
in
take it
us,
down then?
cause we don't we just flesh and blood. We ain't got that ability to do that. We've been systematically oppressed. We've been dealing with traumas we ain't ever been asked about. We is not set up to be, as powerful as we really can be. That's why we got to go to the source of the power and ask him to build us up, give us that light, be that light. Let this law be a light unto our feet, lamp our way. We
Oh,
need it, but like he said, you have not because you ask not. It's the bottom line of it. But a lot of our
yeah,
people
brother.
don't know to ask. So that's why I always encourage brothers and sisters, hey, ask him for not only understanding, but perfect understanding. You know what I'm saying? That way you can understand it in its entirety, whatever it may be. And then I
Mhm.
also gotta tell brothers and sisters, hey, be careful what you ask for. Be careful what knowledge you be wanting to know, because he'll give it to you. But you better hope it ain't nothing that's gonna hinder you. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll be up to your effects. If you want to learn about Buddha and Beelzebub and be down with him, hey, he'll let you go do it. But just know it's gonna be a woe and the consequence that come with it. It's a consequence for everything,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be a bad consequence. It's gonna be a negative
A
consequence.
woe in front of it. When they woe in front of it.
Yeah, woe is for warnings and destruction. So yeah,
Mhm.
definitely got to be weary of that woe. But yeah, he says if any of you lack wisdom, let them ask of God. Man, we gotta ask him for these things, y'all. We gotta speak up and ask him for whatever it is that is plaguing us in our heart. Some of us dealing with heartaches and stuff like that, and we may talk to God about it, but we don't never ask him for the wisdom or to get through it, or for the strength to get through it. We just talking about it. Yeah, God, I'm heart hurting. We ain't asking them to fix nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? Like a real supplication. And that's got to change for a lot of our people. If they want real results, they going to have to speak up. Got to speak up and go to your Father in heaven. He'll do it. He'll do it and give it to you bountifully. I'm trying to tell you. I done seen it done. Uh, Go ahead and read that the next part though, bro.
God that giveth to
This is
all men liberty and upbraideth not, and
Upbraided.
it upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
Yeah, so
Shall be
it
given.
so it gives to all men liberally. So he give it to you freely, man.
Mhm.
And upbraided. Now
Mhm.
you can't be doubting what it is that he gonna
Say
get,
what?
man. Nah, you ain't gonna get nothing. Can't have no
Nah, when he
doubt in
say
this.
upbraided, mean
Can't be
don't doubt.
wavering in your faith. You gotta be
Mm-hmm.
standing on, like however you was standing in the world on wickedness, you gotta be standing on righteousness. with that same, if not even more intensity. Because we really got to prove to the Father that we are even somewhat, even remotely worthy. Because ain't none of us worthy of the glory. Let's just be honest. Let's nip it all in the bud. Ain't none of us say that we are even
Talking about what?
uh, more than a filthy rag. All of our righteousness
Uh,
amount up to just filthy rags. So we gotta strive harder than ever, harder than ever, because we know we worthy of death. I'll be the first to admit it, bro. I'm worthy of 1,000 deaths in the worst way.
I second that motion. Myself too.
it's to find fault with.
But how we supposed to be asking though? Go and read that
Fault
6,
with.
bro.
All right. But let him ask in
And now,
faith, nothing waver. For
yeah,
he that waver
yeah,
is
somebody,
like a
oh,
wave
well,
of the
you might
sea driven
right here.
with the wind
Well, it's been taken.
tossed.
You're right.
I mean,
See?
wind and
So
tossed.
you ain't getting nothing because it's like you, it's literally like you
Right. It says,
telling somebody,
says
like you going to
if
the
any
cash
man lack
register, right?
wisdom,
You
let
got
him
your food
ask
and
of God,
everything.
who
You
giveth
tell them like,
all
yeah, I want
liberally
all this.
and
And it's like the
upbraideth
cash
not.
register, the person behind the cash register just took all that stuff and just smacked it. Like, man, ain't nobody dealing with none of that stuff. And it's like, why you smack all my stuff? I just put it up there. Cause you ain't got no faith, man. Get your ass up out of here. That that's how it is when you asking wavering, it's not gonna get done. Ain't nothing gonna happen for you. And you just like, why you just
Yeah,
smack
get as
all
much
my
as you
stuff?
want.
It ain't happening
Get
for
as
you,
much
bro.
as you want.
You can't even buy up out this store no more. We just don't like your
Mm.
attitude. Like, dang, bro. Hey, if you asking in faith, you have got to believe that the Father is who He said He is, and that He will do exactly what He said He would do. If you got any type of unbelief in there, any type of like doubt, that's gonna kill your faith. It's gonna, I'm talking about destroy it. It's gonna destroy it because it's like you're not really worthy. You ain't really truly giving me your all to believe in me. So why should I give you your all? Because I'm gonna do everything for you. The Father does everything for us, even the stuff that we don't even think about. He done already covered it. I will always tell a person, especially a person that's wavering in their faith to God. I say, man, look, especially if they have children, I tell them, hey, listen, on some real stuff, God take care of your children better than you do. And I'm gonna tell you why, because you can't be with them 24/7, can you?
Oh yeah, Ken.
No, you can't. So that I mean, and for
You need to
some
keep
of
the
them they
child
get it,
until
some
you
of
get
them
to
they
the
don't. Some
grade.
of them they just kicking against the pricks. But for a lot of them, it makes sense. Like, yeah, you know what, you're right. I can't be around with them all the time, so I do gotta, you know what I'm saying. It does have to be someone else that's protecting them other than me. Sometimes that's hard for brothers and sisters to grasp, though. So I just let them be. Hey, I let people be great, man. We got to meet these people where they at. Some of them gonna get it, some of them they not. It's 2/3 that ain't gonna get it, but that 1/3 we gotta be diligently trying to get because that's His sheep. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for us. It's all about Him and His Son purely.
Big hoe, big low.
So you know what I'm saying. We can't be asking. You know what I'm saying, with
Huh?
some doubt in us, thinking that maybe he'll do it. He probably won't do it. Nah, we can't have that mindset. That's my Father. He loved me. I love him by keeping His commandments, His statutes, His judgments, His laws. So He gonna make that happen for me. And I'm not asking for nothing unrighteous. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking. I'm doing it the correct way, going to my Father in my closet, asking Him first before it even manifests in flesh. All right, go ahead, read that 7, bro.
For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord.
Ain't got nothing coming your way. Not
A
zilch.
double minded, oh, my bad.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. My bad.
A, a double minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Woo wee.
Let,
So what that mean? That mean you on both sides of the fence with it. You like, I love God, but I love the devil too. Nah, bro. You might as well just go ahead and size up who you gonna size up with. And right now it's seeming like it's gonna be the devil. Because the God that we serve, the Elohim of heaven and earth, he ain't taking no I call them switch hitters.
oh,
They'll switch and hit on one team, and then they come and hit on the other team. Nah, you stay on that side. You stay on that side. It's like what they used to do. They used to always talk about how a brother would be a blood, and then he'll turn around and be a crip or something like that. And it'd be like,
oh, they vice versa.
yeah, vice versa, whatnot. It's like,
Man,
nah, man. When you come to serve the Lord, it's either you serving the Lord or you serving Hashatan, the devil. It ain't no in betweens. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? We need us a secret spy on the team. Nah, we don't need none of that. The most I need
not
a
super
spy to
spy.
be spying on the devil for. Nah, we ain't. Nah, bro. It ain't none of that going on. You know how they have somebody come and infiltrate the
A
establishment and stuff
double
like that.
agent.
Yeah, the
A
double
double agent.
agents. Like, nah, God don't need no double agents for that, man. Like, come on, be real.
Mhm, mhm,
Not for his omnipotency. You know what I'm saying? And all his glory. Nah, he don't need none of that. Well, let's keep going, my brother.
mhm. Okay. Let the brothers, let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted,
Mm-hmm.
but the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass shall pass away. For the sun is no sooner rise with a burning heat, but it ri- ri- well, hold on.
With Eric,
within it the grass and the flower thereof
call it.
falleth, and the grace of the fashion of it perisheth.
Mm-hmm.
So so shall the rich man fade away in his ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
That's right.
Let okay. Let no man shall
Say,
let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God can't be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man.
see. So
But
God can't be tempted with evil, neither does he tempt any man. See, the difference between what God do and the devil do is the Most High put you through a trial or give you he'll try you like how gold is tried through the fire. You know what I'm saying? But it's to make you better. It ain't to make you worse. It's to make you better. It's always to make you better. See, the devil, he gonna put you something to have you worse. He trying to get you in the point to where you can be a blasphemer. He trying to get you to where you come down to where he gotta go. Cause he got a punishment. You know what I'm saying? And contrary to popular belief, the devil is being punished. Cause you gotta remember, he had high rank in the heavens. he lost that estate. He lost that estate, and not only that, but we now know that that lightning bolt that fell to the ground to earth,
Is a fallen angel.
yeah, it was Hashatan. So not
Mm-hmm.
only did he get kicked from his estate, but he got a backhand too. You know what I'm saying? And we can go read about it. Yeah, Mike. I think was that Michael that put that hit out. I think that was
Mm-hmm.
Mike.
Michael.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah. So yeah. So
Knockout.
anytime somebody be like, the devil didn't get punished or whatnot, be like, what about that great smack to the earth that he had to endure?
With the 5 finger saber face.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I, but I digress, y'all. I digress. All praise to the Most High. Go ahead, finish that out though, Brewski.
But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust.
His own what?
His own lust.
And entice. So that's what really be
And
getting us.
enticed.
It be the things that we be desiring. You know what I'm saying? In our carnal mindset. That's why we got to cut off the flesh. We got to cut it off because it ain't gonna do nothing but cause us calamities. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna show what we eating off of. If we eating off that fruit of knowledge of good and evil, because it's not gonna benefit us. It's not gonna benefit us in the long run. See, you need to be worrying about whatever you eating, whatever doctrine you eating. Is this going to lead to salvation? Is it going to allow me to be able to make it to paradise again? Because that's what we're going back to. We're going back to the beginning where there was paradise, where it wasn't no sin, wasn't no evil. It was just all good. We getting back there. I want to go back. Shoot, I ain't trying to be staying around in this wickedness, boy. I hear about a new wicked device almost every day now. Listen. And it's only new to me because ain't nothing new under the sun. It's only new to me because I'm learning to distinguish between good and evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, dang man, all this wickedness in the world, when is it gonna end? Oh, okay. Right when the Father say it's supposed to. When the Father give that decree, then that's when it's gonna end. Okay, cool. So let me stay patient. Let me not give up. Let me stay in these scripts. Let me stay encouraging my brothers and sisters. Hey, don't give up. Don't lose hope. Come on, we got it, man. Get that crown. Get that crown, baby. Get that crown. You know, and don't give in to your lust, cause that, hey, trust me, that lust, that the sin of lust is strong, bro. I'm
Hey,
talking
we
about.
finna read about it now. We finna read about it now.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's go ahead and get it.
When lust has conceived, it brings forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, brings forth death.
Right, right. And remember, conceived is to make pregnant. So it says when that
Mm-hmm.
when that lust and became pregnant, you know what I'm saying? It made a baby. Now you got this sin. And you know when you ever the wages of sin is death. So you get paid death for these sins. So now you trapped. You don't know what to do because you done got ensnared by your own lust. You got enticed by it. And now that you done did that, it done made a baby inside your brain. And now it's coming through in the physical and it's coming to be sin. Now this sin is gonna bring about death. Because that's just what sin do. The wages of sin is death. That's why we gotta get out of these practicing sins, being sinners. We gotta strive to, and whenever we do, we gotta go into our prayer closet, go to the Father and ask for forgiveness, and really be practicing on true repentance, which is to turn away from it. Can't be no counterfeit repentance. Can't be no, I'm just, sorry I got caught. It gotta be really in you to be, you know what I'm saying? Cause let's be honest, uh, we gotta see evil like how the Most High see evil. He ain't rocking with it at all. Just like how, some of us ain't rocking with not having no, with having roaches and rats in our house. We gotta treat it the same way with sin. Like now we can't have no sin in this crib. Nah, we don't rock with that. Cause it's gonna lead to death. And not just the first death. We talking about the second death. Oh my goodness. Oh snap. Okay. Uh all right. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. All right, let's continue, bro. Let's continue.
All right. 16. Do not err, my beloved brother. 17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no visible
Variableness.
variableness, neither shadow of turning.
Absolutely.
Of his own will begot his us with the word of truth. He will he
That
that we should be kind of fruitfulness,
first fruits,
first fruits of his creation
creatures.
creatures. I'm sorry. Oh,
It's good. You good, bro. You good. All praise. All praise. So you see that? It says every good gift comes from the Most High. So I know people be like, you know what I'm saying, the devil be giving gifts too. But he don't give no good gifts like the Most High. He give all the good gifts and a perfect gift. Talk about separating the mediocre from the excellent. He says a perfect gift comes from the Father. And notice he called him the Father of lights. That's why we call ourselves, you know what I'm saying, the children of light. You know what I'm saying? Children of the day. It's the same difference. And it ain't no variableness, meaning, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to do no respect of persons. He doesn't have to do no diminishing of his glory or anything like that. He is who he says he is, and he does what he said he does. And he doing all by his own will. It's his will. Let his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing going on. But we walking this thing out. That's all that's going on.
What up, bro?
But we gotta make sure,
Shit.
in order to be those first
Doing
fruits, we
Bible
gotta
study
be
right now. As soon as
operating
I'm done, I'm gonna call you.
in obedience.
You about
And we gotta make sure that we got our whole armor on so that the devil can't come and get us
you got about 30 more
slipping.
minutes.
Just like he came to
Huh?
to Mother Eve and got her slipping.
No, I'm about finna hit her up
We
in
gotta make sure we staying up on our A game
and I'll let you know.
at all times.
All right, I got you.
Go ahead, Brewski.
okay. Let's see. 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath.
Man, brother, please say that one more time.
19 again. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath.
Now, why would he say that? Because if you swift to hear, you can understand what's going on and grasp a better understanding of what's being presented before you.
You won't make no hasty decisions.
Yeah, before you speak, because once you speak, that's when we gotta be careful, because whatever we say is what's going to, it could defile us, get us. You know what I'm saying? No idle word is not gonna be, not looked at. So we gotta be cautious with what we're saying. But if we are swift to hear and slow to speak, we'll be able to hear the whole matter out before we even speak, and say. I'm just saying, a lot of us say some dumb stuff before we hear a whole matter. So if we be swift to hear, meaning, you know what I'm saying, we hasty to hear the matters out, hear what's being said, but we slow to speak, because it allows us to, instead of giving a reaction, you'll be able to respond. You know what I'm saying? If you be able to hear the matter out, and now when you speak, you can respond instead of reacting off of something that you heard in the middle of it. You can give a full logical response now. And then it says slow to wrath, because whenever that wrath come upon you, you ain't operating in nan one of them fruit of the spirits, because you can't operate in love and peace if you up under wrath. So it's for some people it's hard to even eat when they angry. I didn't heard of that. They be like, man, I can't eat nothing, bro. I'm on 10. I'm on 10. I ain't ate nothing in 2 days. I'm like, dang, bro, you so mad you ain't nothing 2 days. But notice this ain't no fast to the Lord. This is just off of anger and wrath. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even supposed to let the night go down on that wrath. We is not supposed to be letting a new day come and we still in the wrath from the day before. That's living in error. That's not living in the soundness. That don't sound like a gospel of peace to me. If you full of anger and contempt and all that, nah, man, get that up out of there. What is you angry for? Is it be about oppression? Now I can see if it was about oppression, but you just mad because, you know what I'm saying, dude got a raise at work. You know what I'm saying? They make an announcement for it. It's big ups to him, bro. Like, nah, we gotta make sure that we not working in that rap. But he gonna let us know though. He gonna let us know. Go ahead, read it, bro.
For the wrath of a man worketh not the righteousness of God.
Right,
What?
because you can't work no righteousness if you up under that wrath, because it's two completely different spirits. It's two completely different spirits. That wrath is like a fire that had been kindled in the forest. Ain't nothing gonna put that thing out until it didn't consumed everything. That's how wrath is. So go ahead, continue. Let's see how we deal with that.
Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and su-
Super
superficial what?
superfluity,
Superfluity of naughtiness
and that's like
and receipt.
anytime you got that super on that fluidity, that's like some excess uh lustfulness, man. Like if somebody put a dress on a pole, the brother still be trying to look up under the dress. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about, that's what it's speaking about. Like you got an
So that's like
unquenchable sensation of,
bestiality then.
yeah, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a super lustful passion, and it's just wickedness, wrong. So just stay away from that. Keep on going, bro.
And receive with meekness the in, inter,
Engrafted.
engrafted word which is able to save your soul.
Absolutely.
But But be ye doers of the word, not hearers only. Doeth receive,
Deceiving.
deceiving your own selves.
See there?
For if
So he say be a doer and not a hearer only. Because the hearers, they just hear it, but they ain't gonna get in because they ain't putting in their work. You gotta put that work in. That's what being a doer is. That's doing the works. You know, faith come by hearing, absolutely. We had to hear it, you know what I'm saying, in order for us to get on. But now we gotta do what it is that Hamashiach said. We gotta do what the acts of, you know what I'm saying, what the apostles said go to do into all the world. We gotta go preach into every creature now. We gotta, you know what I'm saying, making sure we visiting the fatherless and the widows and the homeless and those that are less fortunate, bigging them up, telling them to hold on, just keep waiting on Christ. You know what I'm saying? He on his way. Don't lose your faith. Keep your faith up. Stay rooted. Stay grounded in this thing. Don't be a hearer only, but you gotta be a doer as well. Cause the ones that only do the hearing, they only deceiving themselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them just talk a good game. Yeah, yeah. I put it in. On the Sabbath, I went and did this, that, and the third. But they just big talkers. They just big talkers, boy. I'm talking about talk. You tell you something and you believe it, and they ain't did nothing of what they said.
uh,
So, and so we gotta remember that they only deceiving themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know when we read, hey, them people already got their reward. You know what I'm saying? Everything is already set up. We just got to make sure that we doing what we got to do so that we continue to have our names still found in that book of life, the the, the book of the Lamb. You know what I'm saying? So again, it says, "But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves." Go ahead, Hebrew.
for any for if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man, behold his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his own way and straightway, for he gathereth
Forget it.
what matter forgetteth what manner of a man he was.
Yeah. So it's like he just went in the mirror. He seen him for a split second, and then he walked away. He forgot exactly what it was that he had even seen. He don't have no clue of who he is.
Hmm.
That's crazy. And he just seen himself, but now he don't even know. So, all right, let's just keep going. We almost through this.
For whosoever looketh into a perfect law of liberty and continueth where therein, he begin not a foreign
Forgetful.
forgetful hearing, but doer of the work. This man shall be blessed in his
And it's
deed.
the yeah, absolutely
If any man among you seem to be righteous,
religious.
religious, and bridleth
Bridle it.
not his bridleth not his tongue, but deceiver his own heart, this man's religion is vain.
Mm-hmm.
Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and the widows in their affliction, and to keep himself upspoiled of from the world.
Unspotted.
Unspotted of the world, I'm sorry.
All praise. Yeah. So Anybody who be claiming a religion, this is the only thing that I look for in the answer. When anybody say that they doing religion, this is the only acceptable religion for me. You know, when it comes to this word, it says pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this: to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. Why? Because the world is enmity with God. It's the enemy of God. So if you cool with the world, getting down with the world, don't think that you gonna be cool with God, because he doesn't look, you know what I'm saying, highly upon that. That's not what he do. That's not what he here for. You know what I'm saying? So if a person tell me that they in religion, so you ain't with the world then, huh? And then they be like, what you talking about, Willis? Then you be like, oh, okay, I already know what it is. But nah. Let's go to all right, we done with that. Let's go to Sirach chapter 2 in our Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2.
That Turner still gone.
Uh yeah, I think that Turner still not with us.
Okay.
All right,
Give
where
me a
y'all
second.
going next?
Oh, I was going to Sirach
Ecclesiastes
too.
chapter 2.
I'll read it, Judas.
All right, I was just gonna say I was gonna step away for.
Sirach 2.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'll read it, bro.
All right, hold on.
All right,
All
Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1. My
right.
son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare what for temptation?
Thy soul for temptation.
And notice that he said the soul. He not talking about the flesh because see when Satan come to tempt you, it's not for the flesh because he know and understand that the flesh is already marked for death. So what he's coming for is the part of you that's eternal. That's why he come. I mean, that's what Shalom pack. So he's coming for the part of you that's eternal, the part that can potentially be with him in the lake of fire forever. So that's why the Most High is telling you to prepare your soul for temptation. Because if he can get at that, see, when he came after Job, it was all flesh. It was all flesh, but he was doing it to get Job to curse the Most High with his soul. You know what I'm saying? So when we decide or when we make up our mind that we finna serve the Most High, you have to prepare your soul for temptation, and that means um you ready for war in your
Real quick,
sleep.
hold on, real quick, my brother. Chris, we in the Ecclesiasticus. That's in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach. I can't. My phone. I can't text back, but yeah, we in Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 1. If you can't pull it up, you can just pull it up online.
Yeah, just do
Ecclesiasticus and
yeah, just
Apocrypha.
yeah, just type it in Google. I mean Sirach. Sirach. Sirach chapter 2, KJV, and it'll come right on up.
Yes, yeah.
All right. So read that again, bro.
All right. It says, My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right. Prepare your soul for temptation. Not your flesh, but your soul. Come on.
Set thy heart aright.
Do what?
Set thy heart aright.
Meaning you have to make up your mind. You know, you can't be what James said, double minded. You can't be flip flopping. 1 minute you with the Most High, and then the next minute you with Satan. You can't be like Abraham's brother. What was his name? Haran, who when you get into the book of Jasher, he was lukewarm. You know, he was double minded because he wanted to wait and see who was gonna prevail. Instead of just setting his mind in the right, I mean, setting his heart right, and be like, I'm rolling with the Most High, win, lose, or draw. He decided to sit back and to and see which side was gonna win, and he was gonna join the winning side. And for that, it cost him his life. So we have to set our heart aright. We have to set it. We have to make it right. We have to make a decision and be solid with that decision. Because the Most High say, I'm not dealing with any individual that's lukewarm. I'd rather you be hot for the devil than to be cold for me. So again, set your heart aright. Come on.
And constantly endure.
And do what?
Constantly endure.
Right. You have to constantly endure because like the scripture says, blessed is the man that falls into various temptations or diverse temptations, meaning you going through temptation after temptation after temptation. You have to constantly endure. You got to be constantly enduring. See, you just don't get through one thing and you be like, yeah, okay, well, that's it. Like, nah. You have to keep enduring. That's why he say those that endure to the end shall be saved. Come on. Absolutely, humble servant. Absolutely. Eternal choices. That's what we talking about. Eternal choices. When you sit here and you making choices, we can't make choices based on the flesh because the flesh it has a limited time to live. But your soul is eternal. The choices that you make, you have to be making for eternity. You know what I'm saying? You have to make choices based on where you want to be or where you see yourself for eternity. Excellent point, humble servant. Excellent point. But come on, Levi.
Verse 2 continuing. And make not haste in time of trouble.
And make not haste in time of trouble, meaning just because some type of trouble arise, don't be quick to, you know what I'm saying, to make a decision. Or don't be quick to run off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to see something through. You know, you got to see some stuff when you in trouble. You got to see it through to the end. You know what I'm saying? And you got to trust in the Most High. Come on.
Cleave unto him. And depart not away.
And do what?
Depart not away.
Mm-hmm.
That thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
At the last end, and a perfect example of this chapter, I mean, this verse 3 is Job.
Right.
See, when Job was in a situation to where he was in trouble, instead of turning him away, instead of turning his back on the Most High or stop trusting in the Most High, he clave to the Most High. Look, even his wife told him, "Look, won't you just curse God and die?" And he was like, "Hold on, wait a minute, woman. Should we receive good things of the Most High and not bad things from him?" You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "No, that ain't what it is. You know, naked I came, naked I shall leave." But I'm gonna praise the name of the Most High. I'm gonna praise the name of the Most High. See, he didn't depart away in his trouble, but he cleaved to him. And in the end, Job was increased. Everything that he lost, he gained back with a little bit more on it. So come on, verse 4.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Take it what?
Cheerfully.
Uh-huh.
And be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Right. Be patient when you if you change to a lower state. You know what I'm saying? You might go from, living this, beautiful lifestyle to to living of a lesser degree, you know what I'm saying? But the most High say take it cheerfully. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no reason for you to be sad or upset, but be patient. Be patient, just like Job was. Be patient because Job was the richest man in the East.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He went from living, you know what I'm saying, throwing extravagant banquets, feeding the poor, clothing the homeless in his abundance. When you read that Job 1 and 1, Job was a very rich man. He went from that to being a poor man. Look, his wife was so upset because she couldn't walk around in the beautiful Gucci clothes that she was accustomed to walking around in because Job was changed to a lower state.
Yeah.
So look again, don't take it cheerfully. Take it cheerfully because look, and again, if you keep with the Most High, He telling you at your last end you will be increased. You will be increased, whether on this side or on the other side. See, Abraham, he was promised the kingdom, but he never seen it during his lifetime. But that didn't stop him from believing. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at it from the same token. You might not be increased on this side, but shoot, who would rather be? Would you rather be increased over here on this side on this side or in eternity?
In eternity.
Absolutely,
Eternity.
absolutely, as we all would. Come on, let's keep going.
Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Nah, you in verse 5, bro.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him.
So look, so he telling you that for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of in the furnace of adversity. So he making a comparison here and telling you, see, if you wanna make gold as pure and get the best version of it that you can possibly get, you have to put it in the fire because it burns off all the impurities. It's the same way with acceptable men. They have to go through what's called adversity, hard times, troubles. You got to be tested. You got to be battle tested and approved. If not, then you know what I'm saying. If not, then you can't say, "Oh, I'm acceptable." It's just like with David, right? When he was going up against Goliath, they tried to give David, Saul tried to give David his armor, and David was like, "I ain't earned that. I haven't earned it yet. I haven't been put to the test in battle to be able to wear these things." It is the same thing with the Most High. Look, you got to go through something and able to, go not only go through it, but you have to overcome things to be able to be an acceptable man or woman of the Most High. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So come on, let's keep rolling.
Verse 7. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall.
Hmm.
Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail.
Absolutely. Come on.
Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy.
Hmm.
Look at the generations of old, and
Hmm.
see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
So you see that's a question. He telling you, look, go throughout the records, go search them. Look at the generations of old and see did anybody ever trust in the Most High and was confounded or put to shame. Come on.
It says, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
That's another question. Did anybody abide in the fear of the Most High and was forsaken? No. You'll never find it. Not on record. You'll never find it on record. Come on.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Absolutely. Come on.
For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction.
Hmm.
Woe be to fearful hearts,
What type of hearts?
fearful hearts,
Uh-huh.
and faint hands,
Right.
and the sinner that goeth two ways.
Right. A double-minded individual. Come on.
Woe unto him that is faint hearted, for he believeth not.
For he what?
He believeth not.
Meaning this an individual that has no faith or that has a evil heart of unbelief. Like when you get into the book of Hebrews, chapter 3 and 4, it talks about the unbelieving heart and how it's evil. And how the children of Israel or our ancestors had this same type of heart in the wilderness. A fearful and unbelieving heart, because when it was time to step to what they call the giants, they were scared. How you scared and you got the most high rolling with you? I don't care how big they are. We got the most high rolling with us. Shoot, we walking in that thing with our chest out, ain't we?
Absolutely.
Man,
Yeah, we walking in that thing with our chest out. I don't care how big. I don't care you saying, oh well, we like grasshoppers in they sight. And and for real. You know what I'm saying?
It,
But he was just letting you know, see, he's saying woe onto to him that is faint hearted. You can't be faint hearted when you rocking with the most high. That's why he told you, man, look, one of you will put 1,000 to flee, and two of you will put 10,000 to flee. But you can't be scared. You can't be like a dog that's barking, bagging up. You understand what I'm saying? You can't be like that. Like who gonna be afraid of you?
right,
Who you
got your tail in between your legs and all
right?
that.
And backing up. Like, nah, man, we got to have full confidence in the most high, full confidence. That's why when they threw Abraham in the fiery furnace, he ain't doubt not a lit. He wasn't afraid. Not it wasn't 1 ounce of fear in him.
Mm-mm.
He ain't had no faint heart. He knew that the Most High would deliver him, just like when Daniel was thrown in the lion's den.
Yeah.
He didn't sweat it because he knew who he had with him. You know what I'm saying? So again, right, it's woe unto the faithful heart. Come on.
For he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
He shall not be what?
Defended.
Right, the Most High ain't gonna defend you. The Most High ain't gonna defend you. That's why when Haran again, when he was thrown into the fiery furnace right after Abraham, shoot, he got burnt to smithereens because
Mm.
he had a faint heart and he didn't believe.
Scaredy cat.
Yeah, scary cat, scaredy cat. The Most High ain't defending him. Most High ain't finna defend you. Come on.
Verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost
That
patience.
have lost what?
Patience.
Look, patience is a virtue. You know what I'm saying? The scripture say, "Let patience have her what? Perfect
Perfect
work."
work.
perfect.
Perfect work. How you gonna run out of patience? Ain't that a fruit of the spirit to be
Yep.
patient?
Yep.
All right. So woe unto you that lost patience. Come on,
And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
boy. That's a good question. What you gonna do when the Most High come visit you? Come on.
Sound like a song right there, don't it?
Right.
Hmm.
Verse 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word.
Well, not what?
Disobey his word.
Uh-huh.
And they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him. And they that love him shall be filled with the law.
With the what?
With the law.
Right. So they that love the Most High gonna be filled with the law. See, you got Negroes out here that's saying that the law has been tampered with. But you know, if you love the Most High, how you saying that?
You
You feel
can't.
what I'm saying? How you saying that?
You don't love it.
Got to question your love for the Most High. Come on, verse 17.
Verse 17. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight,
Mm-hmm.
saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord, and not into the hands of man. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy.
So understand what it's saying when it's saying as His Majesty is, so is His mercy, meaning that just as great as His Majesty is, His mercy is just as great. And the Most High, His Majesty is great. You know what I'm saying? That's why he very merciful, very merciful. So, all right. With that being said, where we going after this, Levi?
Um, well, I ain't
Got
really
five
had
more
no.
minutes.
We got only 5 more minutes.
Yeah, where we going after this?
That First Thessalonians 5 and 8.
What's after that? All right, now we can go hit that first. Thessalonians 5 and 8. We can hit that.
All
Who
right,
all in the chat?
excuse me.
I was just saying, shalom to anybody in the chat. Shabbat shalom to anybody in the chat.
Everybody on watching in on YouTube, Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah, Shabbat Shalom, family. Shabbat Shalom. All right, family. We in the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 5. We're gonna start at verse 8. But let us, who are of the day, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love.
Starting in verse 1, bro.
All right, this First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right. So Paul just, yeah, just letting it be known that you know what I'm saying. Look, we ain't got to talk about that. We ain't got to let y'all know what time we in. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody watching know that we in the end. We in the last days. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, the Antichrist will be coming on the scene at any time now. It ain't no need for us to talk about that because we all know it. What they say, what's already understood ain't got to be said. Come on.
Explain.
Right. Or explain. Come on.
Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety,
Read that
then,
verse 2 again.
verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right. He coming as a thief in the night, not saying that he is a thief, but just saying he coming at an unexpected time. He coming when you least think it. So meaning that, make sure you doing what's right always. Not just because you think he on his way, but do what's right because doing what's right is right. You know what I'm saying? So he
Mhm.
coming like a thief in the night. You know what I'm saying? And who know at what hour the thief coming? Because if you knew, then you would wait up for him with your pistol in your hand. Come on.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them,
Hmm.
as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Right, because see, that's when it's gonna come. He's saying it's gonna come when you think it's peace and safety. Because when you think it's peace and safety, you think everything all good. You ain't watching for the thief in the night because you think it's safe. You know what I'm saying? But then he said, boom, destruction coming just like when a woman when she going to travail. Come on.
Where I was just left off at.
Verse 4.
Verse 4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief.
See that? So look, he explained it to you like, look, y'all, we not in darkness. You know what I'm saying? Because we not children of the dark. We children of light. You know what I'm saying? Because just like in our Father is no darkness at all, it can't be no darkness in us, because if it is, then we can't truly dwell with the Most High. We can't truly be sons and daughters of the Most High and partakers of the world to come, because it's darkness in you. Come on.
Ye are all the children of light.
Children of what?
Children of light.
See, in the children of light, what makes you a child of light or a children of light is when you keeping his law, statutes, and commandments. Because Proverbs 6:23 tell you that the law is the light and the commandments are a lamp. So when you keeping these commandments and these laws, his laws, statutes, and commandments, then that's when you are walking in the light and you can be a light onto the world. You know, but he telling you, look, that's why the Messiah said, ye are the light of the world. Because why? Because the commandments was given to us, the children of Israel, to go forth and to show the rest of the world the light. But he said, but if the law, if you know what I'm saying, if you hide the light under, you know what I'm saying, under your bed or something, what good is it for? What good is it for? Because it ain't shining so that people can see it. You feel me? It ain't shining that people can see it, so we have to let our light shine. So again, he said, ye are all the children of the light. Come on. Hold on, Levi. Take over for me for a second.
Go ahead, bro. Verse 5
4
again.
years, Levi.
Verse 5.
Ye are all children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor darkness of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as doers do others, but let us which watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunketh are drunk in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation.
Just like we was reading in Galatians 6. Ephesians 6. Go ahead, keep going, bro.
For God have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Jesus Christ, who
Yeah.
died for
Okay.
who died for us, that wherefore we
Whether
walk, whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. All right.
all right, bro. Let's get right
Let me
on.
keep going. Oh, you got it. All right.
I got it. Verse 11. Wherefore, comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord and admonish you, and to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake, and be at peace among yourselves.
Right. And see, and notice that it said to know them which labor among you. See, look, you just can't, subject yourself to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because we still too, as individuals, have a responsibility to and it's called to study to show yourself approved. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just follow no individual blindly. You know what I'm saying? But it is like the scripture said, it is those that labor amongst us that are over you in the Lord. See, he said over you in the Lord, meaning he gonna treat you with honesty. You know what I'm saying? According to the fruits of the spirit, because he know that you are a sheep of the Most High, so he gonna treat you like David did, like David did the sheep. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Justly, righteously. You know what I'm saying? So don't just we just can't subject ourselves to any individual. You know what I'm saying? And the way that you make sure you know that we up under righteous individuals is you have to first study to show yourself approved. And then you'll know when individual is right or wrong. Because see the Bible, you know what I'm saying, even though we got individuals over us, you know what I'm saying, they still got somebody over them, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so come on, let's keep going.
Verse 14. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient towards all men.
Hmm?
See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men.
That's right. Come on.
Rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of Yah and Yahshua HaMashiach concerning you. Quench not the spirit.
Do what?
Quench not the spirit.
Meaning don't extinguish the spirit, but let it flow. You know what I'm saying? Let the spirit flow. Don't quench it. Don't put it out. Come on.
Let the spirit flow. Hey, that's hard. Okay. Verse 20. Despise not prophesying.
Uh-huh.
Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good.
So you see that? Like, look, we gotta prove all things, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We gotta prove all things and we gotta hold to that which is good. Come on.
Abstain from all appearance of evil.
From what?
From all appearance of evil.
So for anything that might appear to be evil, he telling you to abstain from it or don't indulge in it. Come on.
And the very L of peace sanctify you wholly. And I pray God, your spirit, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless until the coming of our Lord, Yahshua HaMashiach.
Mm-hmm.
Faithful is he that calleth you, who also will do it.
All right, so look, we can hold that right there. All right, what's after that, bro?
Well, it's already 9:07, bro, so we just have to hold it and come back.
All right, then we'll shoot like all praises to the Most High. Then, so yeah, we'll Most High willing, we'll continue this Monday, y'all. We'll continue this Monday because we already into the 9 o'clock hour. You know what I'm saying? So, Most High willing, we'll see y'all Monday. Uh, Shalom to all the brothers in the chat and to all the brothers and sisters on YouTube for listening in.
Yes,
May the
yeah.
Most High be with y'all and bless y'all. And Most High willing, we'll see y'all tuned in to class tomorrow down on God's Warrior 298. Most High willing. So
Absolutely.
Shabbat shalom,
shalom.
family.
Shalom, shalom, fam.
All right,
Shabbat
shalom,
shalom.
shalom. All right,
Peace and
thanks.
Shabbat
blessings.
shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Appreciate that humble servant. We appreciate y'all listening in.
Shabbat shalom, y'all.
Absolutely.
Bless.
All right, shalom, y'all.
Shalom.